Hi, welcome back to NovelsNook. If you're new here, my name is Victoria, and for today I have a huge book haul for you guys. So, you know when you're just on a random book site? I happen to have been on BookOutlet, which I freaking love BookOutlet, holy crap. It's an amazing book website where you can get like ridiculously low prices for like really nice books. Can't beat it. So I was on BookOutlet and I was just, you know, scrolling through. If I saw an author I knew, I picked the book. If I saw a cover I liked, I picked the book. If it had an interesting title name, I picked the book. And so I was just scrolling. I wasn't even looking at the books. I was literally picking them up. All of the books in my cart, absolutely know nothing about. There was not a book I think I picked that I knew something about. There might have been a few, but I didn't have a clue about the books I was picking. I was just picking random books because I was like, I'm not gonna buy all of these. I bought all of them, so I just did a random book haul, which now thinking about it may have been a bad idea, but actually when I received this huge freaking box, like, nah, it's so heavy. Not even kidding you, it's freaking huge. When I got it, I was like, oh, okay. Didn't realize how much books I had bought. But when I had opened it and started reading through some of the books, I was very pleasantly surprised that there were some books that sparked my interest, because I don't know what I was thinking when I just decided to pick random books that I knew nothing about. So that was very fun. I already filmed this. Let's just say me explaining every single book took forever. Me going into detail, reading the synopsis, giving you guys a broad, general knowledgeable thing about these books took forever. So I'm gonna tell you guys the Goodreads ratings, and I'm also gonna tell you guys why I picked it up. And most of these are probably gonna be in a TBR that I'm making, because there are a few that I definitely want to get to reading. So I'll then go into more detail then. And of course, if you guys want to know more, Goodreads is a great place to find new books and figure out what the heck they're about. And you guys can also ask me, because I'll just let you know in the comments below. So there are a lot of books. Let's get into it. The first book I have is Scandal by Sarah Oakler. This is about, obviously, a scandal between a girl and her best friend's boyfriend. I mean, come on. But I bought this book because it's a Sarah Oakler book, and I had read Bittersweet, and I loved Bittersweet. I thought it was such a cute novel, so I decided to get this. This got 3.51 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so a pretty good book. And so I kind of knew a little bit about what this book was about, so I decided to get it. The next book I have is No Such Person by Caroline Cooney. This got 3.3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I got this because I liked the cover. The cover was very mysterious to me, and I heard it was about siblings and sibling rivalry, so I was like, okay, sign me up. So I added it to the cart. The next book I have is Bad Girls with Perfect Faces, and this got a 3.63 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. And the reason I got this book was because this is the same author who wrote Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls, and my best friend recommended me to read that probably like 2 years ago. I didn't read it, but she liked it, and so the fact that she liked that book, I was just like, okay, that's cool. You recommended me this book. And when I saw the author, I was like, okay, let me get this book, and at least, you know, I'll check out the author's writing style. So that's the real reason why I got this book. And the cover. There's something about the cover that's very intriguing. The next book I have is The 1000th Floor by Katharine McGee. It says, the higher you are, the farther you fall, which is the reason why I got it. I read that book, and it is set in the future, Manhattan, 2118. Blows my mind. I can't even think that far ahead. So that's the real reason why I got it. This got a 3.68 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Pretty good. I didn't know this was a series book. I do believe this has more books to come. This is book number 1, and I don't know how many books there are to follow. There may be 3, 4, not really sure, but if I do like this book, I'll probably will purchase the rest of them. So yay! Hope this works out. The next book I have is Gemini by Sonia Mukherjee, and I I got Gemini because first I like the cover, but second of all, I think I did click on this one because it said conjoined twins, and I was like, I don't even need to read any further. This book contains conjoined twins, which reminds me of the freak show season of American Horror Story, where I'm definitely interested in reading this book. This got a 3.66 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I think I already said that. So it's pretty good. The next book I have is What's Broken Between Us by Alexis Bass. This got a 3.54 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I also got this because of the cover, but what I know from this is that there was a boy who was drunk driving and he killed his best friend, and now he's coming home from prison. So that sounds exciting, and I'm super excited to read this. But yes, I did get this because of the cover. The next book I have is The Edge of Everything by Jeff Gills, and I obviously got this because of the cover. Also, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's amazing. It says One More Soul. So, very intrigued. I love the cover, and I do believe this is a series. Again, didn't know that, but when I was on Goodreads it said book number 1, and so I was like, great, there's more books to follow. But I'm excited, and again, if I like this, I'll definitely purchase the rest of the books and continue on to follow the story. The next book I have is Delicate Monsters by Stephanie Kuhn, and again, I got this because of the cover. Didn't know anything about it. I got a 3.37 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. So I'm very excited to read this, and it looks really pretty, and it's not very thick. It looks very short, so a very quick read, which I'm excited. The next book I have is Truest by Jackie Lee Summers, and I actually think this is my highest rated book. And here I got a 4.02 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. And a 4-star book already has me intrigued because a lot of books are like 3, high 3s, but this actually has 4, so I'm really excited to read this. It's going to be about romance, fun times, and I got it because of the cover. Not gonna lie. I got it because of the cover. The next book I have is I Crawl Through It by A.S. King, and this got 3.49 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I don't really know why. I think I got this because of the cover, and also the top says, "This is King's masterpiece, brilliant, paranoid, poetic, funny," so sounds great. So I'm excited. The next book I have is Arrows, and at the top it says, "One arrow changes everything." The picture definitely got my interest, and it also reminded me of Alexander Lightwood from Shadowhunters and the Mortal Instruments and that whole series of things, and I love Alec. He's my favorite character, so I definitely wanted to read this. This book got 3.42 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so pretty good, and I'm excited to read this. The next book I got is A Step Toward Falling by Cammie McGovern, and obviously I got this because of the cover. At the top it says, "Sometimes the worst thing you can do is nothing at all," which sounds so intriguing. This got a 3.81 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I'm really excited to read this book. The next book I have is A Good Idea by Cristina Moracho, and when I was scrolling through, I randomly scrolled through and saw a bathtub in the middle of the forest, and I said, yes, I need to have this book right now. And this got 3.24 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so not bad, and I'm super intrigued to figure out why there's a bathtub right there and see what's gonna happen. The next book I have is Nothing by Annie Barrows, and this got a 2.9 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. This was the lowest rated book that I received. I'm interested to see why this got such a low rating. On the front it says, "Nothing happens in this book. We don't run away or get superpowers or have love triangles or die." So I guess it's about, like, they believe their lives have nothing and nothing ever happens to them and they're so boring, but I bet that they don't have such a boring life after all. So I'm excited to see this book and kind of see why I got such low ratings, so we'll see. The next book I have is None of the Above by I.W. Gregorio, and I'm super excited to read this book because it said none of the above, male, female, or, so this book is going to be about intersex, which is, I find, very fascinating. So I did look up what this book was about before I did buy it, and it's this girl who may look like an adorable girl and a, you know, very normal, but she actually has male chromosomes, so I'm excited to see what happens. And she finds that out when her first time goes terribly wrong and she has to go visit the doctor. So I'm excited to read this book. The next book I have is Before We Go Extinct, a novel by Karen Rivers, and at the top it says, how can you save the world if you can't even save your best friend? And I read that and I said, okay, I need to know what happened. I need to know more about this book because I like the cover, but that tagline, like I was so intrigued. I wanted to read more after that, so I definitely know something tragic happens, and I kind of go towards novels like that. I don't know why. Like most of my novels are very similar that I read. I'm not really sure, but I really like that tagline, and I kind of want to see what happens to the main character, and maybe he can save the world. You never know. This got a 3.69 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so I'm excited. The last and the final book that I have for this haul today is 100 Days of Cake, which I got because of the cover. Not gonna lie, got because of the cover. I got 100 Days of Cake because of the cover. I also got 100 Days of Cake because it reminded me of Bittersweet by Sarah Oakler. Also, 100 Days of Cake, I mean, come on. And there was cake on the front, so I said, yes, I need this. And I very much have a great appreciation for this color blue. I love it, and I'm really excited to read this. This got a 3.41 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so not bad. That's all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you guys can subscribe. And if you had a favorite cover or a favorite book, or if you've even read any of these books, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want to know more about these books, definitely check them out. I obviously don't know anything or much about, I mean, I looked up kind of what they were about last night just to kind of get a feel of what they were, because literally, when I say this was a random book haul, this was very random. I literally just checked out books that I had no idea what they were about, and I just went off the cover, so might have been some bad decisions there. Very unhealthy shopping habits. I know, it's very bad. You should never do that, but wink wink, you should. So make sure you guys like and subscribe like I said, and I hope you guys have a very wonderful July. Stay cool. It's very hot where I am right now. Very hot. And I'll see you guys next week with another book related video. Bye! One of the books just fell and totally knocked off the camera. Why do big trucks always go by my house when I'm filming? Holy shoot. Bam! I am cruising through this. Hold on. The mail just came. Hope there's some book mail. Okay. Funny. Okay, sorry. Oh my god, I have so much more to go. I'm rocking through this. This was such a better idea. This isn't all of them. There's so much more. Okay. She just keeps coming. She just seems to keep. Yo. Oh, that's all for today.